What's good, everyone? Bryson Price here, back with another live stream, and today I'm gonna be making some hip hop beats, maybe some like feel good hip hop type beat, something like that. I've got a reference that I found today, so we'll start off with that, and I'll show y'all. Actually, before I start with the beat today, let me go ahead and show you guys the update from yesterday. The beat did not change too much, but it changed a little bit though. So let me just name this here. Name the project, and then we'll come back to it. So this is yesterday. Actually, I just opened up the wrong one. And I sorry for the delay. I was messing with the camera here. I think this would be better so that y'all could see me playing, but then also you could see Ableton and what's happening in there. I think that'll be a better look for the live stream. And let me see here. Yeah. Okay. How are y'all doing today? Randy, so yes, I did have some luck with the interface. I'm not entirely sure what I did. But the only downside to this is that it's there's a mono signal going into the computer. So if I want a stereo signal, I'm gonna have to unplug the mic. But that's okay for live streaming purpose. I can get the ideas down, and then bounce a quick rough little bounce in mono, and then I could go back in stereo later after the live stream and fix it. So this is the beat from yesterday. I did a little bit of an update. After listening and thinking about it, I felt like the drums did not have enough drive. So I switched up the kick drum and the snare and all that. Well, there's not really a snare, but I just changed the vibe of the drums to make them hit a little bit harder. DVJ, Nako, what's up, man? So this will be like the verse part for like the vocals, and then I added a second breakdown here. Yeah, this song would be golden for a singer to sing on. And then that little breakdown part with no drums, that's gonna sound really cool if a singer got on that and just did their thing, you know. So yeah, that's the beat from yesterday. I changed it up a little bit, but let's get into today's beat. So I don't have anything laid down yet. All I did was adding this external instrument rack for my keyboard and added a couple of effects here. And yeah, that's it. So let me pull in the references. So I got these on my phone. One of them is a live stream from one of the producers that I follow on Instagram. So I'm gonna copy this into here. So yeah, I'm not gonna be, I thought it'd be cool today to actually pull from my MIDI collection that I've been collecting over the last couple weeks, and then try to do something with that. So this right here, this is purely just for like a sort of a vibe that I'm going for, like the actual feel of the song, like the way the drums are working, and maybe the tempo, but not to grab the chord progression though. So I'm gonna play this real quick. So yeah, that's the sample clip number 1. And then this one was actually a Tory Lanez live stream that I watched today. It was from like a year ago, I think, maybe over a year ago, where he went on live stream and he told the fans to pick the beat. He gave them 5 beats. He let them pick the beat, let them pick the topic and all that, and then made a song out of it. But he played 5 beats, and this was the first one. He didn't end up picking this one, but I thought this one was the best beat. So I was like, I really like this this vibe. So let's listen here.
Finish it up, Joran.
I guess this one doesn't have a video. It didn't show the video. That's okay though. Honestly, this is the vibe that I'm going for. This one that I played before, I like the hi-hats in there. Yeah, I thought that was cool. So, those are the 2 inspirations for today. And let's try to build something around that. So today I'm going to start with the drums. I think it's going to be key in getting this kind of a sound. I think that the BPM on this clip right here is about 140 maybe. But let me make sure. And it, this doesn't have to be exact. It doesn't need to be exact today. I'm just trying to get a rough estimate here. Maybe a little faster. Yeah, somewhere around there, maybe 145. And then let me listen to this one and see what this is at. Maybe a little faster. So that's 150. This one is about 140. I think I'm gonna go with the 140 tempo. Yeah, let's do like 140. And then let me grab a kick here. I don't think I'm gonna go with the typical kick that I always use. I think I'm gonna go with a different one. Let's look at some of the newer samples I got. Let's go with this one. Have y'all heard of Johnny Giuliano, producer? I'd like to know, because he used to be huge back in the day when SoundClick, if you remember SoundClick, when that was really popping. Johnny Giuliano was like one of the biggest producers, and then he just kind of fell off. I wonder why. But yeah, he had some really good beats, and this is one of the kicks from his Splice pack. It's kind of crunchy, distorted a little bit in a digital way. Alright, let me just put that on the 1, and then let me grab a snare. Let's see what kind of a snare I'm going to use here. Actually, let's get the hi-hats. Hey, Huncho Jack, what's up, man? Have I heard of Blade in Echo 2K? No, I haven't. Are those producers? Are they artists? And what genre is it? That would be a cool one to use too. Let me see. Hi-hats. Kind of like that one. Hey David, what's up, man? Thanks for hopping in. Today we're making a feel-good trap type beat, and I'm actually gonna pull from the collection of MIDI that I've been collecting over the last couple weeks. Huncho Jack, you said artists they make like they make an EDM / trap music. Now I haven't heard of them. Are they new? To be honest, man, I'm more disconnected with the new music coming out than ever right now. Some of that is because I don't really enjoy it as much as some of the older stuff, and maybe that's a sign that I'm getting old. I still like some of the music coming out, but like hip hop these days, I don't really care for it too much. Like the beats, I'm just speaking as a generalization. Like the beats are just boring. I've been gravitating towards Brazilian funk music because I feel like in those beats they really allow the producers to like get crazy and experimental and do some weird stuff, and then also the vocal melodies are like fire. So that's why I've really been liking that genre of music. Like hip hop, most hip hop just seems like boring to me, and EDM is not what it used to be. Like dubstep's not what it used to be. I still like some people, but I just can't. It just doesn't pique my interest as much as it used to. And to me, it's not because I don't like loud music. I love loud music. It's just that it's just boring. It's not as fun as it used to be. David, I won't stop, man. I really won't stop making music. I mean, I'm gonna be honest though. It may not always be EDM. I don't know. I don't know what the future holds for me, but I just want to be able to create whatever kind of music I love, and it feels good to be able to not care what other people think and just make what I want to make. And that's what I've been doing, you know? Like that's the whole reason why I want to grow my YouTube channel, is because I feel like here I'm able to make whatever I want to make, whatever I feel like making, and that's what it is, you know? So I love that. I don't like to be constrained to making certain kinds of music. Huncho, you said trap beats feel like it's missing something. Yeah, you know, for like trap beats to really, I guess any beats to like take them to the next level, like a vocal will always take a beat to the next level. Alright, so this I'm going to shorten up a little bit. I'm going to shorten that sample up. Today I really want to focus on the details. I don't want to make this beat complicated. I want it to sound simple and complex at the same time. So like doing little things like this, like making the sample shorter, and adding not too many elements but letting everything have its own space is like super important for that. And I might turn this down just a little bit. And I'm going to stack that with another hi-hat. So let's find some. I'm looking for something short. Let's see, this kind of sounds similar. Let me put this in and turn the pitch up. I like that. Yeah, I like those together. Huncho, you said, do you like Spins or Zay 808? I'm not really sure who that is. Are those producers or are they artists? I know who Zaytoven is. I've got his sample back. He's one of my favorite producers, actually. And then I'm gonna add some stutters in here. Actually, I'm not gonna do that yet. I'm just gonna let it be. I'm gonna let it be constant like that for now. Yeah, David, you said don't ever stop. I just can't see myself not creating music. I mean, maybe one day I will get to a place where I'm not really creating anymore. I don't know, but I I can't see myself getting to that place. Like I feel like I'm a unique person in that I don't feel like there's too many people who feel like I do about music. Like I have a need to create, you know. So it's weird. I don't know how to explain it. Huncho Jack, you said those are two classic names of the most popular 808s, Zay 808 and Spins 808. Like the two, like the sound 808, it's like a two popular, like sample packs. Is that what you mean? Yeah. So let's roll with that pattern. Let's do it on every other. David, you said that's true. You are unique, Bryson. Yeah, I've just I feel like I've always kind of thought different than most people. I don't know. Like when I was in 6th grade, I had a birthday party, and my goal was to invite as many people as I could, and to think of a cheap way to where my parents didn't have to really pay for much. That way I can make as much money as I can at my birthday as possible. So I invited like 30 people, and we played football in the park, which is like a free park to go to. And then I took that money, and I had my dad buy me stocks. And so I still have that stock to this day, and it's just increased in value. Alright, I think that's okay for now. Huncho, you said no, I think every trap drum kit has a Spins 808 or Zay 808. Oh, I got you. Okay, so I don't know who Spins is, but most likely what you're seeing when you see a Zay 808 is Zaytoven. I could be pretty sure about that. He has some really good 808s in his splice sample pack that I'm actually going to use it in this song here. Alright, so now I'm going to grab a snare. And for you guys who don't know who Manny Fresh is, you younger producers, you really need to do your homework on Manny Fresh. He's made some hits. I'm using his snare right here. I think I'm going to stack this with something, but let's just see how it sounds here. And then I'm also going to process this a little bit. I'm going to put an EQ. I'm going to add in a saturator. What else? I'm going to add a little bit of boost at the top end. Alright. Yeah, I'm taking my time today. I'm not trying to rush through this. I think I'm going to add a clap also. I want to be really mindful of the sounds I'm selecting. I think that's a little bit too much. Let's see how this one sounds. And then I can already hear I'm going to cut out a lot of that low end. I'm going to turn this metronome off. I don't think I need it anymore. I like the way that stacks in there. Actually, I'm gonna change it. I need a more basic clap than that. Just a simple like 808 clap. Huncho Jack, you said, what is your favorite sport to play in football? Defender or attacker? By football, I think you mean soccer, right? Just so that we're clear. I know it's called football, but here in America, like football is like the pigskin. But yeah, everywhere else in the world, football means soccer. For me, I played midfield in high school. But when I got older, I seemed to like defender a little bit more because I liked running people down and like knocking them over. That's awesome, man. I used to play a lot of soccer also. Now I'm more into like weightlifting. One, because it's easier, you know. When I was in college, they had pickup games and stuff, but oh, I like the way that stacks in. But yeah, I like playing anything. I just don't. I don't really care for playing forward. I either like to play midfield or defense, and even goalie can be fun sometimes too. But I like to run though. And let's turn this down a little bit. And then I'm also gonna shorten the sample up. Yeah, just nice, clean, and to the point. David, you said how long have you been working out? So it's kind of a complicated question because I've I think you mean like lifting weights, right? So I started. I've always kind of like lifted weights and stuff, but I never did it the right way. Like actually knowing what to do in order to like build muscle. So I started my journey in 2018, but I did things the wrong way for about a year. And then in 2019, I started doing things more the right way, but then I started, my back pain started getting a little bit worse. And that's because I wasn't really lifting the true 100% right way. And then also, I had some pre-existing stuff that I've had since like I was in my early 20s, just because of like bad posture and lifting the wrong way and playing soccer because it's really one-sided. And so I carried those things into weightlifting, and I wasn't really using my muscles at a fundamental level like I should have. I was just kind of, my body was compensating with the stronger muscles, and the weaker muscles were just getting weaker. So that's where I'm at today. I've been weightlifting like the right way, with proper form and everything, probably for about 6 months now. And so I'm still really new to it. And I just have like a skinny body type where it's harder for me to build muscle, but yeah, so that's where I'm at. Hopefully I'll make a lot of progress within the next year. I think I've done everything right for the last 6 months, and I've been feeling pretty good. Alright, now I'm going to see if I can maybe add just like one more sound in there that's kind of like this is at 0. I don't know if y'all can see that. This is at 0. This is turned down just a little bit. And then I'm going to add one more sound that's like really turned down. Huncho, you said, yeah, I played a defender in my team as well. So fun to run over an opponent and not even get a yellow card. Yeah, I just when I played soccer, I was just real aggressive. And I actually started to get really fast when I was in my 3rd year in college after high school. So that's when I really like started getting fast and getting actually good at soccer. So yeah, and that's when I started really liking like running people down and just like knocking them over too. David, you said, please can you make a tutorial of that? I'm also into fitness. A tutorial of what? Of like weightlifting or what? Or just like fitness in general, or what are you talking about? I'm gonna take off that saturator. Let me look for another snare. Maybe in the south side snare pack. Let's see what this sounds like. I don't know if I'm gonna like it. David, you said your posture when curling or doing chest press. So, so yeah, I mean, I could give you some tips if I was able to show you like a video, but honestly, like there's a couple people who do this a lot better than I could explain to you, like on a live stream like this, and they make really good content on YouTube. So if you don't know about them already, my number one suggestion would be this guy named Jeff Nippard. This guy is a master at breaking down exercises. He did a series called Athlean X is another good one, but he tends to not. I feel like so Athlean X does a good job of like making you aware of certain problems that can come up, but I feel like Jeff Nippard is the best at explaining how to perform an exercise. There is, what is it? It's called Technique Tuesday. So watch all of these videos. Every single one of these videos you need to watch. And then it's all about watching the videos and then trying it at the gym, because you have to create that mind-muscle connection and learn how to like actually use your muscles. Like that's super important, and that's something I'm still kind of learning, is like figuring out exactly creating that mind-muscle connection to know like what to squeeze my muscles, like knowing which muscles to squeeze when you're doing an exercise is super important. But yeah, Jeff Nippard, and I definitely also recommend Athlean X, but watch Jeff's videos first. Let me see what happens if I tune this down. Yeah, I kind of like that. David, you said thanks so much. I really appreciate it. Do you know Connor Murphy? No, I don't know Connor Murphy. Is he a YouTube exercise guy? Yeah, I kind of like the way that sounds stacked in there. I might shape up the frequencies and cut some stuff out, but I like the way that sounds there. Alright, cool. Yeah, adds a little bit of thickness to that snare. And then, so the next thing I'm going to do is add like a little off snare, kind of like this. And then I'll mess with the exact tuning a little bit later once I get the key of the song. Let me shorten up the sample here. Yeah. David, you said which protein shake would you recommend for muscle building? So it's actually not about the protein shakes. The only thing that a protein shake will do for you is make it easier for you to hit the amount of protein that you're supposed to be eating in a certain day. So it's a lot easier to drink a shake than it is to eat like a whole thing of chicken, in my opinion, you know? But the actual protein powder does not really make a difference. I would just recommend that you don't buy anything that has stuff in it. So I don't take pre-workout, and I don't take creatine. Not that I don't think creatine is necessarily like bad for you, But I just prefer not to take anything that is like not. I mean, creatine is natural, but I prefer not to take it because it messes with your body and in a certain way. But like it fills your muscles with water basically. I don't think it's a horrible thing to take it, but I just prefer to keep it all natural and not take it. But yeah, hope that answered your question. The main thing is eating about 1 gram of protein per pound of body weight that you weigh. Yeah, but if you have diet questions, I think I know quite a bit about diet. Like that's my I just know a lot about diet. Like as far as exercises, I'm still learning. I think I know quite a bit. I think those videos could help you more than I could. But when it comes to diet, I feel like I can really help people. Yeah, I don't think it's bad to take a protein shake. I have a protein shake every day, but I'm saying that it's not going to help you build muscle on its own. The most important thing is the amount of protein you're eating, and then also, well, not just protein, but your diet in general, and then also like stimulating your muscles through exercise, And then let's do like a little maybe snare stutter here. Like this. David, you said I'm a sprinter running short distance. Which diet is best for a person like me? So if you're a sprinter, that's the best form of cardio that you can do. Although there's a higher risk of injury, but it's the best form that you can do in order to retain your muscle. Like long distance people, if you look at them in the Olympics, like they're always super skinny, but the sprinters always have a ton of muscle. It's because when you do long distance running, it eats up your muscle, but when you do sprints, that's great for that sort of deal. So a diet, I don't think it really changes too much, except for the amount that you have to eat. But if you're really interested in knowing like about a diet that works for you, I'd be happy to like break that down to you like in a message or something, because it's a lot to explain. But the first thing you can do in order to get that on track is to start weighing yourself every day in the morning after you go to the bathroom, and keep a log of that. That would be the first step you need to do for about maybe like 3 to 4 weeks, maybe like 2 or 3 weeks. That way you can get your true weight. That, and then also tracking your calories on an app. You can get this for free on your phone. Tracking what you're eating in MyFitnessPal. So if you look that up, MyFitnessPal, it's an app. You want to track what you're eating, like weigh every single thing you eat, and so that way you know exactly how many calories you're eating. And then also weigh yourself in the morning every day after you go to the bathroom. That way you can tell what's coming in your body with what the food you're eating, and then how your weight is how your weight is changing. Yeah, man, I think it's pretty normal for people to maintain their weight. You have internal systems in your body that trigger hunger or trigger you being full in a response to maintain your weight, It's hard when you're trying to lose weight, and it's hard when you're trying to gain weight because you're pushing your body outside of its comfort zone. And a ton of people lose weight the wrong way. They'll say like, oh, I lost 20 pounds, but a lot of that, most of the time, is muscle, or maybe half of it's muscle, because unless they're like weighing their food and being really careful about how many calories they're cutting out every day, it's really easy to lose a bunch of weight and most of it be muscle. I think I'm gonna take the snare out. It makes it thicker, but I kind of just want like a quick pop. And then turn this down. Yeah, I see people all the time like, oh, I lost this much weight in this amount of time, but most of the time that's not good. I'm in a weight loss period right now. Because I was gaining weight really slow for the last year. Well, not the last year, but since about May, from like January of 2019 to about May of 2020, I was gaining weight slowly, and I had gained a little bit of fat. So what I've been doing since about June is I'm going on a cut. So I'm cutting out about 500 calories every day, and losing weight at about a rate of about half a pound to about a pound per week. And then that way I'll like keep my muscle that I built, but like shred off the fat, you know. So I'm trying to get kind of shredded. I probably won't get super shredded, but just, you know, just get like a mini shred going, and then I'll start trying to gain again. Huncho Jack, you said gaining weight period is so much more fun. Yeah, it has, you know, I went on a cut the wrong way in 2018. It didn't, you know, I gained it all back because I got so hungry. I didn't do it the right way. But I'm actually enjoying this cutting period right now. The parts when I'm hungry, it's hard. It's hard because you want to eat. But I actually enjoy not having to eat as much because I've been having to push myself to eat so much food over the last year that it's nice to be able to not have to eat so much, you know? My metabolism is really high, so I weigh 140. My maintenance level of calories that I have to eat every day to maintain my weight is 3,000 calories. So I was having to eat 3,000 calories every day, and it was just like, it's so much food when you're eating like good healthy food, you know? Alright, on this little snare stutter part, I'm gonna change the pitch. David, you said 8% body fat. How does shredded guys maintain that? That's really hard to maintain from what I've heard. I don't have any experience. I'm shooting for about 10% body fat. Not really looking to go any lower than that. I think right now, if I had to guess, it's really hard to tell what body fat you are unless you actually measure it. And then even then, the calipers can be inaccurate. The only way to tell true body fat percentage is on a DEXA machine, which is a ton of money to get that done. But yeah, if I had to guess, just looking at pictures of other guys and what they say their body fat percentages, I would guess that mine is somewhere around maybe 13% body fat. They say 12% is like a sweet spot, where it's easy to maintain and you still look pretty good. But if you want to get shredded, I would say 10% would look really good. But once you get below 10%, it gets really hard to maintain that. You feel hungry all the time. This is from what I've heard. Now, like I said, I went on a cut back in 2018. I don't think I got really lean. I think I lost a lot of muscle mass when I did it because I did it the wrong way. And I was really hungry. When I would eat, I went on a vacation shortly after that in Mexico in the summer of 2018. And I gained 6 pounds in 6 days. I gained a pound a day. So that means I would have to be eating about 3,500 calories over my maintenance level. So I was probably eating about 6,500 or 7,000 calories a day on the vacation there, is all you could eat. And so I was just like eating a ton of food because I had starved myself and I did the cut the wrong way. And yeah, so I can't imagine how hard it would be to maintain that. I don't know how they do it. Alright, I think we have a really good basic drum beat. I think it's taken me a long time to do it because I've been just chatting with y'all, which is not a bad thing at all, but I think it's taken me a lot longer than it would have normally taken me. But I think we have a good, solid groove going on here. So now I think it's time to add some melody. Let me listen back to my reference track here. Actually, I'm gonna change up my pattern here. I'm going to I'm gonna make it more like theirs because I really like the vibe on that. So it's just gonna be a little bit different. Like, I noticed it was like this. Huncho Jack, you said they're using Effectrix on the hi-hats? That's a cool idea. I don't have Effectrix, but I know what it is though. Let me drag it over here. What I like in this beat is like how they did the off snares. It's kind of different. And then let's copy this. I'm gonna use this in another part. And let me find like a more of a clap. That's cool, but I need more of a clap though. I was trying to find one before and I wasn't successful. It should be really simple to find this sound here. Let's go with that one. Alright, let me listen back one more time. Let's do another clap here. And then I'm gonna copy this, delete this, and turn the pitch or turn the transpose up a little bit here. Alright, cool. That's different. And also, Huncho Jack, I'm going to focus on the hi-hats a little bit later. I want to get a solid chord progression down. So, let's grab, I don't know what instrument I want to use. let's do maybe just a basic electric piano for now. I don't know why I like starting off with an electric piano. I like the sound of it. And then I'm also gonna pull in some of the MIDI I've been collecting over the last couple days. But yeah, David, if you want to talk more about it, about diet and stuff, I'd love to answer any other questions you have. Like if you want to chat on email or whatever social media you got, I'd love to answer your questions if you have any other ones. But sometimes it takes a while to explain some of that stuff. Alright, chord progressions. Let's just, let's pull in this one. This will be one of the first times I've ever pulled in multiple chord progressions and like tried to see what I want to do. So this would be interesting. I don't know if I don't want that one. Let's see this one. I kind of like that end part though. Sure, man. Try another one. Let's grab this one. That one. Let's see what this one's like. Oh, I like that one. Yeah. Alright, so now let's mess with the pattern a little bit. Let me see what they did here. I kind of like their chord progression and that their rhythm that they used. They kind of did like an EDM style rhythm that you would hear a lot in EDM. So let me pull in Serum. I want to get like a bass synth or something that has like a lot of release to it. Silhouettes. Yeah, David, I think you mentioned that another time, and I was trying to think about what song it was that I copied those chords on, and I think I actually came across it in a project, but now I forgot already. I think Ableton just crashed, by the way. Yeah, Silhouettes has amazing chords. If I come across that project file, I'm gonna try to remember it. Huncho Jack, you said, do you use the monitors at the bottom or at the top? Yeah, I just use the monitors at the top right here. These don't work. They're just for show. Yeah, Ableton just crashed when I opened up Serum. I feel like Serum always crashes Ableton. There's nothing else that makes Ableton crash that I use but Serum. Let's see, hopefully it saved this stuff. Yeah. Cool, saved everything. So I need to grab a bass synth. Something that has a lot of release on it. Maybe Sylenth would be better for that. before I start on that, let me just familiarize myself with these chords. It's just in the scale of C, so it's just all the white keys. But let me refresh my memory on what this looks like. It's like... David, you said, do you pay monthly fee for these softwares? No, it's a one-time fee, and the ones that I bought, Ableton was a one-time thing, Serum was a one-time thing, and yeah, everything I used was one-time. I actually got my, if you've heard of Complete, the Native Instruments bundle, Complete, I got this off of Craigslist for a really good price. I don't remember how much I paid for it, but it was really cheap compared to what they sell it for. Alright, so let me go back to Serum here, now that I'm familiar with the chord progression. I'm not looking for super EDM sounds, but that's kind of the sound I'm looking for, something like that, but I'm going to put a filter on it. Huncho, you said, how do you feel about downloading VSTs and drum kits for free? So, if they're free, I mean, I don't see anything wrong with that. If they're for pay, I don't think it's right. I used to bootleg all my software. I was a part of this website called Audio News. It was like a Russian website. And basically, you download software and then you get points for uploading your software to other people. So I built up a ton of points on there, and I just could download anything I wanted for free. But then I felt like later on, then I started reading the Bible. I became a Christian, and I felt like God was telling me that it was wrong. I thought I used to ridicule people who said it was wrong, because you would see piracy ads. They said you wouldn't steal a car, so why would you steal a software? And my thing was, I thought if stealing a car was as easy as stealing software, I would probably do it. So that's the way I used to think. But then I feel like God kind of convicted me on that, and so I stopped bootlegging my software and I started buying it. So, and actually, it's good to be able to have not as much software and tools, because when you limit yourself, it forces you to learn the software that you have. So I'm actually gonna go over to my my keyboard over here, because it has some really good synth sounds that I love using, and I think I'm gonna be able to talk with you guys because Randy sent me some stuff and it kind of inspired me to look into it a little bit more. Um, and so I'm gonna, yeah, y'all let me know how it works out. I'm gonna put my laptop over there, and that way I can see what y'all are saying. And let's see if this works, guys. Now, if you're listening in headphones, it's going to be a mono signal. It's not going to be a stereo signal. But that's just something we'll have to deal with for now. Y'all let me know about how the mix sounds. If it sounds too loud, I may or may not be able to fix it. But let's have a look here. And I've set up the camera today so that y'all can see me playing, but then Ableton will also be open. So hopefully that will be better for y'all when I start adding stuff to this. So can y'all still hear me okay? And how's the volume of this compared to the beat? Yeah, y'all let me know how it sounds. Cool. Cool. Then we'll get to it. Let me change over the view to my keyboard. And then I'll just play the beat here and just see what comes up. The next thing that I want to do is I think it would be really cool to have a screen directly over this the keyboard screen right here, so y'all can see what the sounds are called and see what I'm doing here, because this is a screen right here. So it would be cool to get like a camera hanging down from the top at some point. Now my voice might be a little bit less clear because I'm moving away from the microphone, but you should still be able to hear me. So I'm just experimenting with different chord progressions here. I kind of like it's crazy how a 7th chord will change the vibe of everything, but I kind of like this right now, like. And then. Yeah, I think I'm gonna go for that. So let me go ahead and record that in, or at least start a little clip here. So I'm just gonna make a little edit here. I'm gonna make a little edit because it's hard for me to play 7th chords, especially on a keyboard that size. So I'm just gonna add in the 7th chord here. So a 7th chord is just an extra note in the chord. And then this one has a 7th also. It changes, like you can see how it changes the whole vibe of the chord. So let me delete it and then you can hear. Versus. And then let me make these a little bit closer to the grid. It's a little bit too much swing for my taste. So just making sure this timing is right here. So the keyboard sounds, they sound good compared to the mix of everything else in the beat. Alright, now let's mess with the sound. Maybe I could change up the sound a little bit. I kind of like that organ sound, but we'll see what else we can find on there. So I'm just changing the sound on here, keeping the same chord progression in that I laid down there, but just changing the sound and seeing what kind of vibe I could go for here. I like that one. That was cool too. So I want y'all to see this. Maybe I could take my camera here for a second and show y'all. This is what it looks like here. So so I've got my favorites here. And you know, drop a comment below and let me know which one you think sounds the best. I kind of like the jazz organ. I'm gonna play 3 different options for y'all. So y'all let me know what you think is best. So the options is this one. Then there's this one. Swish chords. And then the art rock organ sounds pretty good. And then the last one, low man. I think my favorite is the swish chords. What do y'all think? It doesn't sound too dark. It sounds happy, but it has like a lot of swag to it. Like that sound has a lot of character. Huncho Jack, you said you like the second or low man. Let me go back and listen. Let's see, low man. Here's low man. And then the second one I played was. Oh no, the second one was the art rock organ. The second one was swish chords, I believe. And then there's the art rock organ. And then low man. But yeah, I like swish chords. The swish, I like the swish chords. Yeah, I like that. So. All right, let me switch the camera here. One thing I'm gonna try is making these sounds a little bit shorter, so this not so. Yeah, I liked low man, but it was a little bit too much low end, I guess. What I'm gonna do here is try to make these chords a little bit shorter and just see how it sounds. Yeah, I think I like it shorter. Yeah, let's go with that. And then I'm just gonna bounce out the idea here. I'll probably have to rebounce it because it's in mono. But Huncho, you said, why do people in USA keep their shoes on in the house? I actually had my shoes off the whole time, but I kind of put my shoes on because I actually got dressed today in like real people clothes, you know. I've been just wearing tank tops because it's been so hot outside, and but yeah, it's getting a little bit cooler, and I'm actually not sweating today in here, so like I feel like I wanted to wear some like real people clothes. It's been a long time since I've worn it because we've been kind of keeping to ourselves here because of like the whole Corona thing. So I haven't really gone out. So it felt good to put clothes on today. So when I put clothes on, I feel like I need shoes, you know. But most of the time I walk around barefooted though. Even like if we're going to my wife's parents' house, I'll go there barefoot. Like I won't put shoes on. Alright, so we got that sound. What I'm gonna do for this, let me label this real quick. So A105 swish chords, and what I'll do here is copy the name, and then I'll put a wider on this since it's in mono, just to make it a little bit wider, until I can bounce out a proper version. And then I'm gonna put this up here just to save it. And let's move on to our next sound. I didn't even want to do an organ, but I ended up doing it. What I wanted was a synth. I'll find a synth next. Yeah, this is fun. I like this. This beat is fun. It's feel good. It's fun. Like, that's what I'm going for today. Alright, let's move on to the next one. Huncho Jack, you said I live in Russia, and never seen someone wearing shoes in the house. That's crazy. I mean, I do see it a lot here. I don't tend to wear shoes in the house most of the time, with the exception of today. But it's like, for me, it's like all or nothing. I'm either dressed in a tank top and barefoot, or I'm, you know, fully dressed in shoes and everything. I like that sound. Oh, I'm accidentally recording sound. I don't mean to be doing that. Let's make this a little bit bigger here. I kind of like that on the initial stab, just like... Maybe we could do an inversion, like... Maybe something like... That doesn't sound good. Just simple like that could be good. Let's go. Yeah, that sounds good. Just taking some of the chords out. Let's go ahead and record that in. And then label that. Let's see, that is D035 expressive basses. And then copy this over to my little collection here. And then it'd be cool to do like a little reverse. Like. Maybe when I go to bounce it out, I'll bounce out a version with just one note instead of a chord, and I think it'll sound better. Alright. Turn this down a little bit. That's a cool sound. Huncho Jack, you said, do you have like a smartphone slash internet addiction? No, I don't actually. Why do you say that? Huncho Jack, you said, just asking because obviously lots of people use it sometimes way too much. Yeah, I don't think I do. I think I have a pretty healthy relationship with like technology and stuff. I'm on my computer a lot just because I'm making music a lot though. But I don't think I scroll through social media like some people do. kind of like that sound. I think I'm going to come back to it. Not really right now, though. That's kind of like an accent sound. I need something that's going to drive the beat a little bit more. That'd be cool to kind of put that in the beginning. Let's see. That would be another accent type sound. Ooh, that was kind of different. Just like... I like that. That's different. Just like a one-off thing, and that's the only time it comes in. And maybe not every single time it loops around, just like every now and then. Let's bounce this out real quick. Move that down, save this to my collection here. Let's do this. I'm going to copy and paste. Oops. Copy and paste this. And then I'm only going to have the strings hit that often like that. So changing up the drum pattern here and just making it a little bit longer. The next step would be to add 808s once I get a couple more sounds in here. Yeah, that sounds cool. I like it so far. So, more synths now. That'd be a cool little thing to do at the end there. I'm gonna do that again. Oh. My camera just fell. Here we go. I have to put it at kind of a weird, like it's not super steady or stable. Oh, wrong way. Cool. I think that's okay for now. All right. All right, let me fix up my timing here a little bit. Alright, let's go ahead and bounce that out. Oh, somehow my, maybe I accidentally moved my camera here. It's not pointing the right way. Yeah, I don't know when I moved that. Alright. My bad for the camera difficulties, y'all. Let's see here. So and then one last note here. So let me name this. This would be C044 Anthem Tool. Save this over here. And yeah, on to the next sound. David, you said brass sounds good. Yeah, maybe some brass might sound cool in here. There was something that sounded like, that sounds like brass. That's called a synth brass. I'm just thinking about the 808 pattern. I definitely like the way. So I'm gonna record what I like. I don't know about the in between, but this is what I like here. Oh, I accidentally recorded audio. I need to do the MIDI. For some reason, the sound changed. It doesn't sound the same. Maybe like an actual brass would sound cool. cool sound. I don't know if it'll fit in here, but we'll see. I like that. Maybe let's keep it those two notes. Delete those. Maybe I'll move this up a little bit like that. Actually, what I'll do, I'm gonna move this over here. I think that might be a little bit better. And then I can pull this out, and then y'all can see. Alright, I'm gonna save that. I like that. And then we'll keep moving. I should be adding the 808s pretty soon here. It's shaping up, y'all. It's kind of, oh, David, you said some flute. Okay, let's look for some flute here. I kind of like the flute idea. I also like your brass idea. Let me go to the brass, and let's see what some brass would sound like, and then I'll move over to the flute. anything for this right here. Let me look at the flute. I know some bells might sound cool too. Maybe another string stack. I'm gonna look at the flute though. Let's see what we got. I kind of like that, just that little flute stab like that. Yeah, that's fresh right there. I like that. So let me name that. That is... that sound is called Blown Bottle. Yeah, it does blend well, David. I like that. And to really set this off, it would be cool to add some reverb and delay. I think that would really make the sound better. So let me... and then I'll add a little delay effect. Maybe a little bit less. Less reverb and less delay. Maybe a horn stab here would be really cool. Yeah, I like that idea. Let me just move the clip here. Yeah, I like the horn idea. So I'm gonna add a horn stab right where that indicator says horn right there. And then maybe some bells. Some bells might be cool. I need like a deep horn. Oh, that's kind of cool. And then I'll just stack that with another sound. 120 BPM. What's up, man? How you doing? Just making a feel good type hip hop trap beat, and just adding it piece by piece using mainly sounds off of my keyboard here. Trying to keep it simple, but exciting at the same time though. Not trying to overcomplicate it. A saxophone, that might give it like a really deep sound. I like that. I like that idea. Let me look for a sax. Turn this up a little bit here. I like the quality of this single sound right here. But something underneath it could be cool. Something heavy. That's technically a trumpet there. I'm gonna take off the reverb here. Turn off the reverb. I don't know if I like that in there. Yeah, I don't like that sound. I like that. That's a trombone. Not quite a saxophone, but let's name this. So yeah, let me play it from the beginning here. Maybe like a low string would be cool on that part. And then I want to see if I can add some bells. Yeah, that really gives it some bottom. Those strings there. And I'm gonna cut out the low end on that. Yeah, let's check out the bells. Yeah, I love adding like all these little accents like that. It sounds cool. So, label this one. And then now the bells. Yeah, that's a really unique sound. I like that. Yeah, it's real simple, but I like that. Let's add that. Alright, I'm gonna bounce that out. That was crazy. That was the first bell sound I pulled up and I liked it. And then on these last two, I'm just gonna turn this down. Turn down the volume of these last two here. Yeah, it's challenging, like making a beat simple but effective at the same time. Like keeping it simple but not too simple. I don't know, I find it challenging. I feel like that reverb on that sound is a little bit too intense. Let me see if I can change that here. think that made it better. Yeah, this has been fun today. I love making this style of music. I've added so many instruments. Look at all these instruments here I've added off of my keyboard. I might cut out some of the low end in this and tone, maybe tame some of these frequencies. Tame this up a little bit, and then maybe add a saturator on top of that. And then I'm going to add a convolution reverb. And then I'm actually going to automate this to open up after it hits. So automate this effect on like that. That way it doesn't wet the effect at the beginning, but it kind of just opens up. And then turn it down just a little bit. And the cool thing about this is that that bell is on an A, but the root note's a D, so it kind of gives a little bit of a chord there, a dyad. Sounds like that has some effects on it. Let me see if I turn that. I'm gonna keep brainstorming these bell sounds here. I haven't found anything I really like as a second bell. Oh, I like that sound there at the beginning. Like this. You know what the name of the sound is? It's called monkey skulls. This sound, let me show you. Monkey skulls. I think I had the screen cut off a little bit, but I think you can see it now. Alright, so I got that sound recorded in there. What do y'all think about the beat so far? You have any suggestions? I think it's sounding good. I just need to keep adding some layers and then eventually do the 808s. Hey Moses, what's up, man? Thank you, I appreciate that. I think it's coming out pretty different. Oh, I think that's the wrong. Yeah, it needs to be an octave lower. I think like that. No, maybe that's okay. Let me hear the difference. Yeah, that's okay there. I'm gonna move it off the grid just a little bit. Alright, let's go for some different sounds. Not bills. Maybe like, let's go to the art section. This might be a little bit too much, I think, but I'm just curious how it's gonna sound though. kind of a cool sound. Yeah, that's kind of fresh right there. I like that. Let's see if we can make this work. Either there or maybe I like it here better. Yeah. That's different. Like, who do you hear that puts a sound like that in a beat? I love that. And then now let me process this a little bit here. And then the top end, and more top end. And then definitely I think it needs some reverb. Maybe like this. So I just automated the reverb there. Maybe I'll tone it down just a little bit. Yeah, that sounds cool how it's off and then it comes on. I think the original has some reverb. Yeah, I like that. I need to come up with an epic intro for this. I know for a fact I don't want to use the pulsing organ in the intro. I'm thinking to come up with like an epic intro, kind of like I did with the last two beats I made on live stream, and then it just breaks down into this, like something completely different. Alright, maybe let's work on the kicks a little bit here. See if I could come up with a kick pattern. gonna delete that kick. Maybe I'll add in a different sound there. I think I'll add one more kick variation right here. Huncho Jack, thanks for tuning in, man. I appreciate you being here. You also have a good weekend, man. Turn these strings up a little bit. And then there's another sample. Alright, one last thing here. Let me see if I can add some 808s to this. So the first note's going to be D, and this is E, so I need to move it down 2. And then let me adjust the volume on this. I might turn it down a little bit more since my instruments are kind of soft in the mix. And then this note needs to be, because what my chords are following, this needs to be a G. So it needs to go up. It needs to go up 3 from the original. And then I might do like a little pitch bend here. That would be cool. So like this, I'll warp it and then I'll put it on tones. And then let's go to transposition, and then I'll have it go up 12. And then on this last one, I'm going to do this other note in the chord progression here, which is 2 semitones down. But I'm going to take off that little pitch bend, so it'd be like... And then on this one, so it's not as boring, I'm going to put another track in here, and then I'm going to reverse this kick into it. So let's see what that sounds like. I'll make sure this kick ends before the reverse starts. Or sorry, the 808 ends. Yeah, I like that. That's cool. Maybe a little bit quicker of a reverse, like that. And I just had an idea to add an octave up on this. I might change up the sound, but I just want to get the idea down here. Let's do like... And then I'm gonna do like a filter delay. Give it some echo. So the delay is a little bit too loud. And then maybe I'll move it off the grid just a little bit more like that. And then turn down the delay just a little bit. It carries on too much. Yeah, it just adds a little accent. So the next step, which I'm out of time today, but the next step would be to make the hi-hats a little bit more unique, because they're doing the same constant thing. So maybe adding in some stutters, maybe mixing in some other hi-hats in there. Like for example, let me show you like what I would do when I have a little bit more time, maybe tomorrow or next week. So this is an example here. Oh no, it's not here. It's here. It is. So look what I did here. I may just drag this in and use it. Actually, I'm just gonna turn it off for now. But I'm gonna use this as a reference because this is exactly what I want to do with the hi-hat. So you hear how this is kind of boring? It just gets the idea, the basic idea down, but this is more like what I want. Let's hear how that sounds in the mix. That already sounds better, just like that. I may change it up a little bit, but I like that. I really like that last part. Yeah. Let me add a little bit of saturation here. So one thing that I realized maybe last week, it's just a recent realization that I've come to, is that you don't always have to have a sub bass or 808 note on every single change in chord progression. So this chord progression I used was like this. And then it goes. So with every chord progression I'm doing, I'm not changing the 808. It just goes D, it hits another D here, it does the G, D, D, and then it does the F and then the G. So I like the way that sounds better than just doing an 808 on every single chord progression. Yeah, it's more simple, but it lets the beat breathe a little bit. Cool. I'm gonna let this beat play a little bit, and then I'm gonna go grab my daughter, and we'll listen to it again real quick, and then I'm gonna sign off here in a second. Hey, thanks, Randy. I like it too, man. It's simple, but it's good though. It's simple and good. It's got all the main elements. I would turn the instruments up a little bit. I need to do a little mixing on that, but I'm gonna have to rebounce all of those instruments anyway because they were bounced in mono. Oh, and it does need a cool intro. Let's mute some of the sound. Let's see what it sounds like. Or maybe mute that main melody. Let's see what that. That would be cool to mute that periodically, but I'm gonna have to have like some sound in the background to kind of fill up the space because it seems kind of empty without that. This sound really sets off the beat. I love it. Let me put a little bit of convolution reverb. Maybe a small. Let's see, without it. And this beat is gonna sound so much better when I bounce everything. It's gonna sound better in the headphones when I bounce everything to stereo. Maybe I'll do like a little reverse here. Yeah, I like that. These little strings sound cool. Like after this one, it's like I think I'm gonna turn up that last section there. The last 2 notes. I can't believe my daughter's actually being good right now and sitting on the couch quiet. Turn up this part here a little bit. Maybe a little bit less than that. Let's do 3.57. Maybe I like it better without the organ, but maybe it'll come in every now and then. I don't know. We'll see how this goes. Yeah, it sounds cool like that. Some lighter. Alright, y'all. It's time for me to sign off. Thank you guys so much for watching. Thanks for tuning. Are you saying bye? You saying bye already? Thank you so much for watching and tuning in. And Randy, if you're still in here, thanks for mentioning that the manual and stuff. I didn't actually find the answer in the manual, but it kind of made me mess around with some stuff and like figure it out. So thanks for that. And yeah, I think this beat came out. Yeah. I think this beat came out really good. I love it. Simple, effective, swaggy. Yeah, I like it. So thank y'all so much for watching, and I will catch you next week. I will be live streaming again on Monday. And yeah, I'll see you then.